I used to think someone that made $300,000 a year, oh, they made it. Life is extremely easy for them. Until I heard someone say they made $300,000 a year and they're broke and they're not able to retire. And the most shocking thing of it all is I heard someone say they made $80,000 a year and they're able to retire. Nice and easy, financial free with no debt. And that was the moment that everything changed for me. Everything flipped. In this video, I want to have a conversation with you to let you know why someone that makes $300,000 a year doesn't necessarily mean you're rich. It's about the discipline and the things you do with your finances that will get you to financial freedom. Now, first, let's talk about this theoretical person that makes $300,000 a year. Yes, you look at this person, you're like, damn, their house. It's like a little mini mansion. Beautiful house, immaculate. They don't even clean. They have somebody comes into the house and do the cleaning for them. Four-car garage, loaded up, all bunch of SUVs, and they even have a nice ass Maserati in there. But dig this. This is usually what happens to someone who lives that lifestyle. Every dollar they make is spent. And not for the stuff that they have, it's all about impressing people. Vacations on credit cards, going out dining every single night on credit cards, and raising kids a lifestyle that they could barely even live. So that's the problem with so many people once they make so much money. They just want to impress everyone else. Now, there's nothing wrong with making a lot of money and having nice things, but only if you could afford it. If you can't buy something twice, you can't afford it. If you're putting things on credit cards and you're acting like you're a baller, you can't afford it. And this usually happens to people who make so much money. Why? Because of lifestyle creep. They don't pay attention to the fact that every time they make so much money, they just increase their lifestyle. And all you're really doing when you increase that lifestyle is you're setting an expectation that you're not going to be able to maintain if your salary drops. And we've seen this plenty of times when people lose their job because, listen, you're not guaranteed to have the job that you're in forever. Industries go away, layoffs have been happening and has been happening at an alarming rate. Let's say you go from 300,000 to 150,000. A lot of us will sign up for $150,000. But now what's going to happen? Are they going to sell the house? No. Are they going to stop going on vacation? No. They need to let everyone know everything is all good. I got all this money, guys. I'm straight. Don't worry about me. They have no money saved, no money in retirement, and they're slowly dying of a slow death. And it's not like the people who made that much money didn't earn enough because they made plenty. The problem is they kept on acting like the money flow will keep on coming in with no savings and no plan. And as soon as the kids leave the house and now they're facing reality, then it's time to downsize emotionally and financially. Now let's talk about the person that makes $80,000 a year. The number one thing they do because they practice this principle is live below their means. The first thing they did when they got a job was invest in the company 401k match. Or all that noise out there, people telling them, no, don't do this, go into real estate, buy crypto. No, they made sure to put money in their 401k because that was the best option they had at that time. And guess what? They enjoyed their 9 to 5. They saved because they knew this was a long-term goal, not a short-term goal, which was to reach financial freedom. And the cars that they drove, it was used cars, paid in cash. Their retirement accounts maxed it out. Lifestyle creep, it can't happen when you're living below your means. Upgrading all those luxurious things in your house? No, not really. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You see, this person that makes $8,000 a year did not care about impressing people. They went to Walmart, bought their clothes, bought things on clearance, looked nice, decent, looked good, and on a budget. You see, because they weren't too busy with trying to be rich. They were just quietly getting rich. Because the person that made $80,000 understood it's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. When you hear that story, because I know when I heard it as well, it made me realize it's time to shift my mindset. Money, guys, is awesome. We all can make money. We all can make so much money in this world. The problem is managing the money. That's the hardest thing that people just struggle with the most is the mindset, how to manage money. And this is the change that happens once you start chasing financial freedom. You stop trying to impress people. Impressing people is the number one way to keep you broke. Be happy with what you got. Do not worry about what you should have based upon what other people have in social media. Don't care about what your neighbors have in their garage because everyone right now is broke and living on credit cards. Everyone right now seems to be in so much debt. And most people, it could be your neighbors with a nice house and a nice car, or probably using buy now, pay later just to pay for the groceries. Chasing financial freedom also looks like paying yourself first. Every single time you need to put money into your 401k account and take care of your long term goals. In the same time, put some money into your emergency fund to take care of your short term goals. You can open up a Roth IRA and try to max it out. And you do not need to max it out in order to start investing. What you could do is just put a little bit of money in there. When your earnings start increasing, then you start putting more and more into these accounts. That is the best way to build financial freedom. Because if you're not saving that money first and you're just leaving it to the end, it's going to disappear. That's why a budget is highly necessary to know exactly where your money is going. And setting it up automatically in your job, you will not even see it. Even your savings, set that up automatically as well. Transfer the money over to your high yield savings account because you want to make sure this is happening automatically and you have nothing to do with it. The next thing you want to do is to make sure you're investing consistently. Guys, this is not a debate. If you want to build wealth, you have to invest. Your human capital, which is just working at one point in your life, is going to stop, but your money will continue to work even if you're not working. That's the key to this all, to have your money make more money than you on a yearly basis. And the only way you're going to get there is to invest consistently. And with time and compound interest, that will work wonders for you. Also, you will need to focus on net worth, not your net income. Bringing in income, guys, is obviously by all means, we all want that money. But at the same time, stop focusing about just increasing your income. Also, make sure you're increasing your net worth, buying yourself assets and not having so much liabilities that you're screwed in the end. And also, what I stopped doing, and please, you need to do this as well, is stop upgrading your lifestyle every time you get a raise. This is not one of these videos, guys, where I'm going to say for the rest of your life, you lived on rice and beans, like Dave Ramsey says. No, what I'm trying to tell you is make sure everything in your life is elevating except for liabilities. Make sure you're increasing your fund money. Make sure you're increasing your savings. Make sure you're increasing your retirement account and your investments. Everything elevates at the same time. Because what happens to so many people is all they do is focus on investing and not enjoying life today. That makes it extremely difficult. It's like a diet where they say cut back sugar, cut back all these things within your diet in order for you to become successful. Yeah, we don't want that. If you want to be in shape in life, you got to put some cheat meals in there to enjoy it because that's going to allow you to continue to go and to continue to be consistent. So you see, $80,000 with the plan is better than $300,000 without one. You certainly need to understand the amount of money you're making, it doesn't matter. It matters about how you manage it and your lifestyle that you have. If you don't even retire with a lot of money, but you have this ridiculous lifestyle you're trying to maintain, it's not going to work. But if you keep your lifestyle low, the amount of money you need to retire doesn't need to be that high because you're used to living below your means. So the key to this all, guys, is really how you manage your money. Having $300,000 is not going to be able to make you rich unless you manage it right. Well, guys, thanks for watching this video. Take the time, hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys on my next one. Peace.